Tess of the Durbeyfields by Thomas Hardy. On an evening in the latter part of May, a middle-aged man was walking homeward from Shaston to the village of Marlott in the adjoining Vale of Blackmore. The pair of legs that carried him were rickety, and there was a bias in his gait which inclined him somewhat to the left of a straight line. The nap of his hat was ruffled, a patch being quite worn away at its brim where his thumb came in taking it off. Presently he was met by an elderly parson astride on a grey mare, who, as he rode, hummed a wandering tune. "Good night, Tate," said the man. "Good night, Sir John," said the parson. The pedestrian, after another pace or two, halted and turned round.
"Now, sir, begging your pardon, we met last market day on this road about this time, and I said good night, and you made reply, 'Good night, Sir John,' as now."
"I did," said the parson.
"And once before that, near a month ago."
"I may have."
"Then what might your meaning be in calling me Sir John these different times, when I be plain Jack Durbeyfield?"
The parson rode a step or two nearer. "It was only my whim," he said, and after a moment's hesitation, "it was on account of a discovery I made some little time ago whilst I was hunting up pedigrees for the new county history. I am Parson Tringham, the antiquary of Stagfoot Lane. Don't you really know, Durbeyfield, that you are the lineal representative of the ancient and knightly family of the D'Urbervilles, who derive their descent from Sir Pagan d'Urberville, that renowned knight who came from Normandy with William the Conqueror?"
"You don't say so."
"In short," concluded the parson, "there's hardly such another family in England."
"Daze my eyes, and isn't there?"
said Durbeyfield.
"And here I have been knocking about year after year from pillar to post, as if I were no more than the commonest feller in the parish. And how long have this news about me been knowed, Parson Tringham?"
The clergyman explained that, as far as he was aware, it had quite died out of knowledge. "At first I resolved not to disturb you with such a useless piece of information," said he. "However, our impulses are too strong for our judgment sometimes. I thought you might perhaps know something of it all the while."
"Well, I have heard once or twice, 'tis true, that my family had seen better days afore they come to Blackmore, but I took no notice of it, thinking it to mean that we had once kept 2 horses where we now keep only 1. I've got a old silver spoon and a old graven seal at home too, but Lord, what's a spoon and a seal? And to think that I and these noble D'Urbervilles were one flesh all the time. But where do we raise our smoke now, parson, if I may make so bold? I mean, where do we D'Urbervilles live?"
"You don't live anywhere. You are extinct as a county family."
"Oh, that's bad. Then where do we lie?"
"At Kingsbere sub Greenhill, rows and rows of you in your vaults, with your effigies under Purbeck marble canopies."
"Where be our family mansions and estates?"
"You haven't any."
"Oh, no lands neither?"
"None, though you once had 'em in abundance."
"Shall we ever come into our own again?"
"Ah, that I can't tell."
"And what had I better do about it, sir?"
asked Durbeyfield after a pause. "Oh, nothing, except chasten yourself with the thought of how are the mighty fallen. Good night."
"But you'll turn back and have a quart of beer with me on the strength of it, Parson Tringham? There's a very pretty brew in tap at the Pure Drop, though to be sure not so good as at Rolliver's."
"No, thank you, not this evening, Durbeyfield. You've had enough already." The village of Marlott lay amid the north-eastern undulations of the beautiful Vale of Blackmore aforesaid, an engirdled and secluded region, for the most part untrodden as yet by tourist or landscape painter, though within a 4 hours' journey from London. The Vale was known in former times as the Forest of White.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?